And we're back in. Julian, what's
Yes,
going on, brother?
sir.
Check it out, brother.
Nothing
Roman Reigns
much.
was CM Punk at WrestleMania. This honestly may be like just how we just ended Monday Night Raw. This possibly may be one of, if not, and I know we say this every year, but this could be possibly the
Right.
biggest WrestleMania card ever in the history because and of course he's not with us tonight. I don't know if he's going to be on tonight. He's not here right now, but anyway, and I'm kind of glad because the Tree Man is not here tonight because
Mm-hmm.
he was. I have to admit that he was the one
Nah.
episode. Do not laugh at me. He was the one last episode that promised that CM Punk would be challenged by Roman Reigns, and now it's official. Roman Reigns. At the end of Raw tonight, we found out that Roman Reigns will be challenging CM Punk for the championship at WrestleMania in Vegas. And so, like the fan in me, obviously, I'll be at the event. I'll be at the show all weekend. So
Right.
the fan part of me is like super excited. Obviously, it's going to be a banger of a match. The promotional work going into it is going to be amazing. I mean, this was just the first night. I mean, they
Right.
just started the program tonight, and
Right. Right. Right.
this promo at the end of Raw, it's crazy because both of these guys are so crazy on the mic to the point where like obviously we had, and we're gonna get on that in just a bit. Obviously, we had the Stephanie Valkyria versus Raquel for the street fight for the championship. That match was a
Right.
banger, but like it's crazy because after to come follow up something like that with
Right.
a promo, like your promo, like these guys are so good. A promo was the main event tonight.
Right.
I mean that's how the show ended. Like that was so really the to me the Stephanie and the Raquel was like a co-main event,
Right. Right.
right? But the main event, like the last thing we saw on our screen on Netflix was Roman, CM Punk just
Right.
going at it with words, crazy, right? Um,
And I'm
and
gonna tell
what's your
you.
thoughts on all this, bro? This is
Well,
crazy
I'm
right
gonna.
now.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. At first, I was kind of iffy. I was on the spectrum a little bit. I was like, well, ha- is this really gonna be a good promo battle? Because I was like, because
Right,
I was on
too.
the fence.
Like,
Because I was on the fence. I was on the fence. I was like, okay, if Roman and Drew have a promo battle, well, how is that gonna look? And then we shift over to CM Punk and they do their promo battle, and I was like, well, this is kind of good. This is kind of good. I was like, I like it. And the thing about it is, they have to let the gloves off with these two as far as exchanging words and stuff like that. So you have to let them two get in the element. So you don't let them get in the element. You don't let them work and do what they do. You know, I don't think the fans would be much interested. So tonight they showed, okay, well, we can let these two work. They professionals. They know what they're doing. Let them go out there and kill it.
yeah, and also what I noticed is that Triple H, as much as people try to attack him or people who don't like him, really, that's really what
Right,
it is. Like as much as they try to come after him, like honestly, without realizing he actually is listening to the fans and taking listening to what they want. Because
right,
even though yeah, it's a promo and it's a TV show, really both Roman and Punk come out there and they're literally, even though that kind of goes over everybody's head because they
right,
take it as like, oh, okay, it's just a promo, but it's more than a promo. This is
right.
actually them testing the fields to see what reaction gets what. Because if
What?
you know,
Right.
like twice they harped on, oh, hey, should I go after Drew
Drew.
or
Yeah.
should I go after Punk? He's
Punk.
listening to the
Yeah.
reaction.
Yeah.
He's listening, right? And best believe all those guys back there in Gorilla, like Triple H, Michael Hayes, all those guys back there,
Right.
Road Dogg, are back there. They're back there. Remember, like, yeah, this show was going on. I mean, a lot of you guys, you watch WWE on Real, These guys are backstage in real time watching the entire show and they're listening to the reaction. They've actually sent those guys out there. Hey, you know what? When you go out there, I want you to act. I want you to bring up both scenarios and
There it is.
let's see what we get, right?
Right,
And
right.
obviously everybody goes nuts for the CM Punk thing,
Uh-huh.
right? And so I guarantee you, if you were to go back in time, right, rewind the whole thing,
Right,
and then let's say everybody goes nuts for like Drew McIntyre, then he
right,
would have picked Drew McIntyre.
right,
They went in real time tonight. A lot of the fans who claim that Triple H doesn't listen in real time, the fans chose this main event tonight.
right.
I mean, I'm not saying like maybe obviously most times creative. I'm not saying like they came out there with no idea what they wanted to do because I'm
Right,
pretty
right,
sure
right.
they kind of was like, hey, but I'm pretty sure obviously they have multiple choices. Okay, hey, we could go this way, we could go
Right,
this way, and if we go this way, then we're gonna do this with it, and if not, well, or whatever. But hey, let's involve the fans, and they
right,
make the final call
right,
because no matter which way the fans go, we have something ready to go, right?
right,
But let's see what they want because we don't want to make a move. Because and literally what started this, this whole thing. If you go back to WrestleMania 40 in Philly, when
right.
they were trying to do their own thing, they wanted The Rock versus
Yeah,
Roman, and fans literally were like, "Oh no!" Like literally, like broke the internet, bro, and
right.
forced and to doing Cody in the match, right?
Match.
And
Right.
so ever since then, I feel like it's been like, oh, okay, hey, we got to scale back and like not scale back, but we got to kind of re-look at how we doing things. Like, how are
Right.
we communicating with the fans, right?
Right.
Or whatever, right? So I think it's pretty cool how that all goes into play. And I think some people, I'm sure I'm not the only one out there who's listening or watching right now, knows that. But I feel like a lot of people, they miss that. They miss that whole concept. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. And they
I
brought it.
just think like that. So
Yeah, and they brought it back. So.
yeah. So now it's like, okay, let's go out there and do this and see what we get. Let's dip our feet in the water and see what the temperature looking like.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? If it's hot, then we gotta, you know what I
We're
mean?
gonna roll with it.
Right. And that's what it was, and that's what it was. And so now, but we also have another interesting piece in this because then we saw a Finn Balor promo tonight, or like more like a
Yeah.
vignette, like a video clip or whatever you want to call it, advertisement, what have you. But it looks like he's
Mm.
going. He's like, hey, obviously we can't forget that he attacked CM Punk last week, and
Right.
what that was last week. So what's kind of crazy to me, like CM, and I could be wrong, but CM Punk didn't even address that, right? Oh no, he did. He did. Actually, he did. He
He
did
did.
during the
Yeah.
promo.
When
He
he
did. He
first
came out.
came out. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry. He did at the beginning. See, that promo was so good. I forgot about that. You know what I
Nah.
mean? But at the beginning, he's like, "Hey, I'm coming after you." So I guess
You.
I assume that next week, I don't know, next week we get a CM Punk versus Finn, or maybe at the Chamber we get a CM Punk.
And
Um,
that's what I was. And that's what I was about to say. This is where I kind of see it headed. Uh, Finn, Finn versus CM Punk for the world title at the Chamber, and they'll go from there. So and see what happens. Uh, whether Finn still be inserted into that match, I don't know. We'll see how they look at it. Me personally, now that they did the Roman versus CM Punk promo work for it, I don't think you should mess. I don't think you should mess with it. I don't think they should throw him in there. But we'll see what go down. Definitely
yeah,
see.
for sure, for sure. So yeah, I know it's gonna be. And I'm so. I mean, what do you do with Finn here? Because we know the main events. I mean, we know once they make a main event, especially with the person that wins the Royal Rumble,
Right,
that's what the main event's gonna end up being, right?
being right
So the story has to end up with CM Punk coming in as champion
champion. Right,
and Roman Reigns being the challenger, right?
right,
This is not just some beef that has to get settled. I mean, it is a beef that has to get settled, but it has to be for the championship.
Right.
So with that said, and Finn Balor wanting his piece of the pie, how do you obviously because um and of course if Tree Man was here, we'd be getting oh, triple threat. But you know what I mean? But but no, I don't think it's gonna be a triple threat. Obviously, this
Yeah,
is
yeah. I think
these two guys. So I don't know. I just feel like I kind of hate that also. I mean, I love this match at Mania, but I kind of hate it because I feel like this leads to a dead end for Finn Balor. I just feel like
right, right.
because of course, okay, if he gets his rematch or whatever against Punk, I'm assuming it's for the championship. I'm assuming it's going to be for the championship at the Chamber, or even if it's not,
They
he
probably would have.
lose that.
Here it is.
Yeah,
So it necessarily doesn't have to be for the world title.
but
It could
either
be a
way,
number. It
he
could be
still
a
has to
number.
lose it though.
Right, right, right. But that thing at the chamber, it could be a number one contenders match. And if Finn wins, then he'll be inserted into the match at WrestleMania.
Here you
But
are with triple threat.
that
You and freaking Jacob, dude.
yeah.
Y'all love a triple threat. What is up with y'all? You know
Yeah.
what? Y'all could be like, you remember your boy back in the day? Y'all could be like the new version of like Teddy Long. Teddy Long always loved the damn tag team match. Now you guys, it's a triple threat match, player. It's a triple threat. Like, what is up with y'all, man? And this, no, like I just explained why that can't happen because, well, to me at least, why it can't happen, even though I've already been wrong once. But the thing is
Right.
that that can't happen because to me, I don't think it's necessary because my thing is after the promo tonight, I just feel
Right.
like these guys have already created a story and a program, and they've already created magic tonight just by
Right. 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 Right.
first
Right.
promo. So I feel like it's more of like a one-on-one focus match. It should look a one-on-one. Give me because I've already seen CM Punk and Roman Reigns in a triple threat. Now it wasn't
Right.
with
Right.
Finn Balor,
Right.
but
Right. Right.
it was with Seth Rollins,
Seth
which was a
Rollins. Right.
but my whole point is I've already seen them do this dance in a triple threat environment.
Right. Right.
Now
Right.
I need to see the
One on one.
ultimate one-on-one. And just like and then damn, I keep and I'm so again, I keep for the third time, I just so happy that he's not on this show tonight. Because I once again have to give him credit again because he
Right.
also said he also said like he was saying that the what was he saying? He was saying that that CM Punk and Roman Reigns had unfinished business, and
Yeah,
that's
they do.
why. And then the thing is, like now that I'm talking about, I've already seen them in this triple threat. Seth Rollins won the triple threat, but that's because, and then again, like Jacob said, that's because Paul Heyman screwed Roman. Well, he screwed both of them, so they both got
Right.
distracted. So
Right.
temporarily, they temporarily put this on hold because they both got screwed over by Paul Heyman. But
Right.
they have never liked each other, and now that this whole thing, well, I guess because you could say it's over, right? Now, now it's like okay, now I'm spinning the block. So really, everything I hate it, but everything that Jacob
Right.
said last episode
Right.
was correct. I hate
Correct.
that.
Yeah.
I hate that. And he's
Right.
gonna be on the next show,
Right.
you know, coming up here. And we're late tonight because guys, I'm streaming live from Orlando. I'm out here for work, so I'm actually streaming this pod in my hotel room. Pretty nice lighting here, by the way. I didn't really expect that, but I'm glad we got it. But anyways, because of that, here on the East Coast, kind of a conflicted schedule, so a very late show tonight.
Right.
So I don't think Tree Man's gonna be able to make it with us, but he's gonna be back this week, and I know he's gonna watch this show, and
Mm-hmm.
he's definitely gonna have some things to say to me.
Right.
So he got that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I feel like, but I hate that. What I hate for Finn is, I mean, they could do that. They could maybe stick him in a triple threat, but it's like we've seen this before with Seth
Right.
Rollins. But
Right.
my thing is, that's the only way in for Finn. That's the only win. And I kind of don't see them doing that. They could, but I don't see them doing it. And I
Right.
don't think they will. And then when and if they don't, like I said, I just feel like it's a dead end for Finn because it doesn't matter
Yeah.
if I go to the chamber and I fight Punk for the title. I'm damn sure not winning that title before Mania. I'm not doing
Right.
that.
Right. Right. Right.
I'm
Right.
gonna
Right.
lose. And even if I fight Punk, and it's not for the championship, now I'm sitting over here and I'm like, and I'm still going to lose uh to Finn Balor. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix something here on my. I'm sorry, guys. Trying to fix my app here. What I was trying to, I got distracted. What I was saying is that if I face CM Punk in a non-title match, CM Punk has to come out of this match as champion, with
Right.
it being the last event. I believe the last event or so before Mania, going into Mania against Roman Reigns. My
Right.
champion gotta look strong. So I'm not gonna have Finn Balor beat my champion clean and making him look
Right.
weak.
Right.
So
Right.
that's
Right.
what I'm saying. Now here's another scenario that could possibly be maybe a way out for Finn. Would be, okay, there's a, let's say, regardless, let's say now it doesn't matter. Let's say I have a match with Finn Balor and CM Punk, and let's say it's for the title or not for the title, doesn't matter. But let's say Finn Balor has a strong showing in that match, right? Which we've already
Right.
seen that anyways. But then let's say Roman Reigns gets involved, right? Let's say
That's
Roman
what I
Reigns
brought up.
involved
So
and cost CM Punk the match, not the
match.
title. But if
Right.
that happens, then that match has to be a non-title match,
Title match. Right.
right? But then Finn Balor gets his revenge or whatever. Well, in his mind, his revenge or whatever, and CM Punk. And Finn Balor beats CM Punk, and now after WrestleMania, right?
Right.
After WrestleMania, then maybe don't forget, because after WrestleMania we're not done, because we have the Raw after WrestleMania, and the
Mania.
Raw after WrestleMania has started to become, pretty like a big thing, right? A big deal. So
Right.
the Raw after WrestleMania, which is still in Vegas, now I have Finn Balor come out and interrupt whoever the champion is, right?
Right. Right.
Um, and then Finn Balor comes out and challenges that person. He's like, hey, wait a minute. Hey, look, before all of this, I don't forget, I'm the current number one contender.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or maybe even at Mania, whoever wins that match at Mania, you have Finn come out right then and there and confront him. Like, you know what I mean? Or
Right.
like next night, you know? And then also what you could do is once Finn wins that match at the Chamber, he disappears. The Chamber is like what, like mid or end of February, right?
Yeah.
You take him
From the
off,
end of February. Yeah.
you take him off TV. You take him off TV, right? Finn Balor's off TV all the way throughout the rest of February, the rest all of March.
March.
He's
Right.
off. He's off TV all of April. At this point, it's like basically like you might as well say the tail end or
Right.
nearing the end of April once we get to the Raw after Mania. And guess what? Then Finn Balor, who we haven't seen in like basically 2 months now, basically at that point, it'll be like basically almost 3 months that we haven't seen Finn Balor, right?
Right.
And Finn Balor pops up and then it'll be a huge pop because people haven't seen him, right? And we know how we are, how soon we are to forget somebody as soon
Right.
as we haven't seen them, you know what I mean, or whatever, right? And then, oh damn, there goes Finn Balor. Oh shit, Finn Balor's on the, whatever, right? You know, and hey, maybe even though I don't think that's going to happen, and I don't think it really needs to happen, but I wouldn't be mad
Right.
at it. But I feel like but here comes Finn Balor maybe as the demon, or maybe like not all the way demon, but maybe like showing
Half
demon.
and half.
Yeah, there we go. So just a hot take on that one. I don't think it's going to happen. But again, I want to see. Obviously again I want the Roman versus CM Punk, but I also want um Finn Balor to come out of this in the best case. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I want. So we'll see what happens with that. So what else did we have that went down, man. Of course, like I just talked about the and then
Talking about
oh yeah, the
Raquel
Stephanie.
Rodriguez. Yeah,
Yeah,
Raquel
yeah.
Rodriguez.
So of course we knew this was already scheduled. It finally went down. We had Raquel Rodriguez versus Stephanie Valkyr for the women's championship in a Philly street fight. That was a really good match, man. I
Oh
mean, it had
yeah, it
all,
was good.
it had a few, if you want to say botches, you know what I mean.
Right,
With,
right, right.
with the one spot with Raquel coming off the top, and then those tables,
The
man.
tables.
Like I hate when the table like cracks a little bit and they go
Right,
sliding over the top because they look so goofy.
right.
And it's
Now I
like,
thought the table would broke when Raquel had went through it when she did when Valkyrie did that Hurricane Rana spot, but it
yeah, you
didn't.
can
She
tell they're
like
always
bounced.
so surprised, like, oh, that didn't happen, so now I gotta,
Yeah, she
you
like
know what I mean?
bounced off. Yeah, she bounced off of it.
Yeah, dude. So, but overall, Stephanie Valkyr retains the championship. So off a corkscrew. But other than that, so we saw a lot of stuff before that happened. We had my boy Dirty Dom coming back. And I don't know what's up with the glasses, man. That's crazy.
Nah.
The glasses is crazy, man. He looks like I don't know how to feel about the glass. He looks like a cross between like I don't know, man, like almost like a serial killer or something. Like you know what I mean? But it was cool. It was cool in a weird way.
Yeah, yeah. You got the mustache going on.
Yeah, that was crazy. So Dirty Dom came back. That was cool. But then of course he brings out Liv Morgan. And we know where this is going. Liv Morgan is
Right.
gloating about her Royal Rumble victory, obviously. And then she introduces and brings out Raquel
Raquel.
Rodriguez for her match, and then starts talking about how Raquel has got an opportunity. She's going to be the champion and all this good stuff. But then Raquel addresses the elephant in the room, which is, hey, look, this is all great, but yeah, like this
You
weekend,
threw
like
me out.
you kicked me out the Rumble, you tossed me out. And then she's like, and then she really never really apologizes or
Apologize.
she doesn't even address it. She skips over. She's like, well, you know what? Here's what I know. I know that you're not selfish.
Right.
And then she just skips over, like, you know what, you got this match tonight, whatever. But then Raquel, you can tell, is like kind of like still irritated, right? She's like, you know what,
Right.
I don't want you out here tonight. I don't need your help. I got this on my own, whatever.
Came
Okay,
in
cool.
and came anyway.
Right. So during this match is going. At some point, Stephanie Valkyr does Stephanie Valkyr things and starts to get momentum in the match. And then what happens? And then here comes, which we all know how this goes. Honestly, it's pro wrestling. As soon as somebody in the faction or group is like, "Hey, don't come out here," they're coming out there. So, like, whatever, dude. So obviously, Stephanie Valkyr gets the momentum, and then here comes Judgment Day. Here comes the whole nine. Liv Morgan.
Yeah,
Well, at first, I think,
Roxanne.
Liv Morgan comes in, then Roxanne Perez comes in, and then she gets her ass tossed through a table for all her trouble. So then she gets taken out. But all these cause major distractions in the wrong way. And then in a result, which I don't really, well, here's the thing, right? I didn't really think, I don't think that, I mean, obviously the interferences, because usually we have seen that in the past with groups where like, it's like an interference to help their person, but then
Right.
it ends up distracting them and costing
Right.
them, right? But this wasn't, honestly, yeah, they both tried to help, but I mean, both of them trying to help didn't work. But honestly, Raquel still had a chance to win even after the distractions.
Right.
You know what
She
I mean?
did.
So in this rare case, I really can't say that they did cost her. Now I feel like they might have disrespected her because they came out there when they shouldn't have. But I don't feel like they cost her anything. They had a failed attempt to help, but even after it, because none of those neither the whole thing with the belt with Liv and the whole thing with Roxanne in the corner, neither one of those cost her to lose. She still had a chance at the vote. So Stephanie Valkyrie still won this match clean. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but I still feel like Raquel's gonna blame them anyway.
Oh yeah. You know that's coming.
So that's the whole thing with that. And then after the match, also, Liv Morgan comes back out there and she hits
Attacks her.
and attacks, Valkyria, which is whatever. But then she grabs the championship almost, even though she didn't say it, because unlike Roman's already made his choice, but Liv is playing. It's always two kind of Rumble winners, which I also realized. And touch on that real quick. It's always like this every year, right? You have two winners, and then one of those winners, like the very next night, you're gonna know who they're gonna choose. But then the other winner is always like, oh, you know what? I might
undecided.
I might go to NXT and see what's up. Oh, I might go over here and do that. Like play around. And I feel like that's because they obviously the person that chooses like right away, they know what's up. But I feel like the person that does all that shit, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to SmackDown and see what I like. I'm gonna go see what's going on over there. Like, I just feel like that is just the creative just kind of buying themselves time, because in reality, they don't know what the hell they want to do yet with that Rumble winner.
Right.
So they're not going to have them announce anything because they're still trying to figure it out. I mean, to me, I think that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Liv is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna. But then, like I said, she attacks Valkyria and she goes over and she grabs the championship and she's raising it above her. Like it's almost like she already decided that she's gonna face Valkyria, which is kind of messed up because that was supposed to be Raquel's title, even though Raquel lost. But I still feel like even though Raquel lost, and that's on her, but I still feel like out of respect for my friend, I'm not gonna go for Valkyria. Like I'm not gonna go after the title that you just failed at getting.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna go after Jade Cargill, which is probably not gonna happen.
Right.
But you see what I'm saying? So that's my thing. So we'll see what happens. Like now you have this interesting thing going on with Liv and Raquel. But I feel like the whole thing wouldn't blow up until Mania.
Right, exactly.
Because I feel like the tension will keep building, but nothing will really become of it yet. Because Liv is gonna get her shot at Mania, but I think that it's gonna be Raquel that costs Liv Morgan. I feel like.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like obviously that's going that route. So I think post Mania we're looking at a Raquel Liv feud. Is what I'm looking at.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, could be that.
So I don't know. It's so much they can do, and now Dirty Dom is back.
Right,
so it's so much. There's so much going on. So very interesting to see what happens with that. But now I can't wait to see their next segment now, because now, like I said, they
came interesting now.
Yeah, and then now we got to see, because Liv said that she was going to show up on SmackDown. So it might be Liv Morgan popping up on SmackDown this Friday. We'll see what's up. So what else did we have, man? There's a lot. Dude, this was a loaded show. And then let's talk about the boy. Dude, so another thing I have here, Braun Breaker getting tossed out the building. I thought he was going to come back, but he didn't.
I did too. Right.
Because again, it's pro wrestling. Anytime anybody gets kicked out the building, they're coming back.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he didn't. He didn't come back. Adam Pearce tossed him out. Dude, Adam Pearce has got to be not even a full episode away from getting the spear. You know what I mean? I just feel like.
Well, here's the one thing too. So whoever this masked person is, like I said, I think whoever it is, I think that's who Breaker is going. Who Breaker is going against at WrestleMania. So whoever that person is, that's where his match is.
It's gotta be either, because at this point. But then so I was gonna say at this point, but then I can't say that. I was gonna say Chris Jericho at this point, but he does have one more show, because again, now the Chamber has become. It's crazy how all these pay-per-views that used to be just kind of just a filler pay-per-view have become like a major, like the Chamber. I feel like because what happened at last year's Chamber, you had John Cena go heel,
right.
So now it's like the Rumble. I mean, the Rumble, but the Chamber has massive expectations
Mutations, right?
because you can't just have that happen last year and then this year you just have a little bit of something. No, like I want to see something big because now when it comes to the Chamber, that's yet another event that I expect for something big to happen, especially with
Right,
it being close to WrestleMania. So I feel
right.
like Jericho has an opportunity to come back at Chamber.
Chamber,
Yeah.
and that
Um,
would be pretty dope because AEW's been in that building many a times. So
what I got to do with anything, man? What I
hey,
got to do?
I'm just throwing that out there.
Why are you gonna open that can of worms? You know what I'm
Hey,
gonna do.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Are you sure AEW's been in that building, or were they?
No, they've been in that building many a times.
Well, you know what I'm trying to say. I mean, have they really been in that building? Were they able to fill it? You know what? Were they, were they able to fill it, or did they have what was it or was it AEW and their 5 fans that were in the building?
Well, no, they filled the United Center. I think that one time. I think
Come on, man. Let's get the facts on that. We're gonna
nah.
get the now next show. I want you to
We'll
bring
get the numbers. I'll get the numbers.
bring the numbers back. I want to because we already know about them in their arenas. I know the AEW fans gonna be mad at me. Oh, he what
I'll
was he
get
came
the.
out of nowhere with this AEW thing? What are we talking about?
Mm,
Why are we bringing up AEW right now? This is not an AEW moment, but whatever. But yeah. So I think the Masked Man um could be Chris Jericho, but honestly, I still think this is my pick. I really think it's either going to be obviously the obvious choice, but I don't like to go with the obvious choice because that's what they want us to think. Like
right, right, right.
Seth Rollins, and because
Right.
this masked person keeps on using
The
the curb
the
stomp.
curse stomp.
See, the
Right.
thing is, like it was Austin Theory before, and he was using the curb stomp.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean. So, and a lot of people still think that Seth Rollins is secretly running the vision, like or not running the vision, but he's like, like people like
Messing
Theory
with the
working,
vision from
working
behind.
for, yeah, working for Seth. So honestly, I feel like it could be um I feel like it could be Adam Pierce. I'm still taking that hot take on it. I think Adam Pierce might be the masked man. And then you gotta look at now, Adam Pierce is doing things that aren't even like he's doing things that general managers normally don't do. Like, you
Right.
know what I mean? Like he's being unfair to Brian Breaker, like he's making him number 2 in the Rumble on purpose. And
Right.
then tonight he wouldn't even make the match that Paul Heyman wanted. He kicked him out the building. He's doing all this stuff almost like shady stuff. Like he's
Right.
more like,
Right.
you know what I mean? His whole personality has changed. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Right.
Like yeah, he's moving like he's got like you would think like that it's Adam Pierce who's in trouble, the one that's in trouble, or he's in over his head. But
Yeah.
I mean, because think about it, right? All of these weeks that have went by, yeah, Adam Pierce would get mad, but it was still like he was intimidated by the vision,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, like Paul Heyman would buck up on him, Brian Breaker bucks up on him, and he gets mad and he says little stuff like, "Oh, you can't be doing this" or whatever, but he's still like almost afraid of the vision. And then
Right.
all of a sudden, it's a total shift. It's like he's not afraid of them anymore. He's
Right.
like, and he's standing up to them. He's like talking back to Paul Heyman. He's saying whatever, doing whatever he wants. Like, where is this coming from, right? And then this is right after the Masked Man
Right.
reappeared. And then tonight, he was even trying to like instigate because he was all like, "Oh yeah, like, you're sitting up here. The last time we saw the Masked Man, it was Austin Theory, and then you got Brian Breaker looking back like, oh damn, like I'm standing right next." You know what I mean? Like, so it's stuff like that. He's trying to, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like they're doing everything they can,
Yeah.
so we wouldn't think that it's Adam Pierce,
Pierce. Right.
and that's why I think it is.
And it could be leading to a match, maybe at maybe Elimination Chamber or something between Pierce and it won't be a long match with Pierce.
Pierce and who? Pierce and who?
Pierce and Pierce and Breaker. It
Oh
won't
man,
be but it won't be a long match. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
about
It
to
won't
put
be
you
a long,
backstage.
but it won't be a long match.
Well, you know
No,
what? No,
but
what
what
though?
I'm saying,
They did. They freaking pulled off. They pulled some stuff off, dude. I mean, even Michael Cole had a match. You know what I'm saying?
right?
Like,
So
and then
what I
they had
mean for
Gunther, and Pat McAfee.
yeah. So
The
what I
thing,
mean,
you know
it'll
what though?
be
Adam
for
Pearce used to be a wrestler though.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be for his general manager spot, or he'll have to leave.
Oh, that'll be cool. That'll be
Monday
cool.
Night Raw. Yeah, he'll have to leave Monday Night Raw if he loses. So
And
that
obviously he
type of
will
deal.
lose.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they're
yeah.
gonna have another general manager now. And
Enter.
oh, don't start Jacob back on the show, the general manager.
Eh,
I can't wait for him to come back because there's so much, dude. Like I said, I keep saying I'm just so glad he's not on the show tonight.
mm,
Cause yeah, but he's gonna come back fiercely on this one. I already know. But yeah, so I think it's Adam Pearce though. But
yeah,
I could be wrong. It could be somebody else, but I don't know who else it could be. Like it's crazy right now. The storyline aspect of WWE right now is red hot. Anybody that's talking trash like, oh man, it's so bad. Like, no, dude, you just
hmm
a hater, or you don't really watch the product, or you don't watch every day or every episode. Because
right.
right now, a real true wrestling fan, you gotta appreciate the writing that's going into this.
Yeah, and it's
Because
only
like
gonna get better.
first times ever, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I know what's going on. I have my ideas, but I
Right,
don't know what's gonna happen yet. I mean,
right.
I don't know what's gonna happen next, and I love that.
And they can always turn things, turn things around. You know how WWE do. They'll flip the script. You think it's going one way, and then it'll turn another. So
Exactly. Exactly. I love it right now, man. Like you can't make it up, man, you know. So man, look, hey, check it out, bro. Like, so final thoughts here tonight. First of all, top final thought. Your boy Gunther, we gotta talk about Gunther real fast.
that man was
Gunther,
trolling.
dude, Gunther is like at this point, dude, Gunther is
I
like
liked it.
Gunther is like the 50 Cent of WWE.
Mm.
Gunther for real, dude. Like Gunther comes out there to AJ Styles. I mean, it's one thing. I mean, we've seen that before in the past with wrestling where someone like trolls and comes out to somebody
Yeah,
else's entrance. But no, this dude comes out to the entrance and does the whole AJ Styles pose on the stage and like the whole thing, dude. That shit was hilarious, dude.
but that
Like,
had heat though. And I enjoyed it because I think WWE they realized they had made a mistake, and I believe they was probably going to try to go for it with John Cena, and didn't do it for some apparent reason. And so now they did AJ Styles. They were like, okay, now we going now we gonna do it, and now we gonna see how it goes and see what the
are
reaction
you
comes.
talking about? You said make a mistake. Are you talking about like how he lost? Like
Well,
instead
no,
of
no, no, no. I'm talking about as far as the trolling, as far as the
yeah, what
saying
up,
with his
dude?
music and stuff
I
like
think
that.
both, dude, both were goaded. Like if you remember,
Yeah,
like
yeah, both was good.
Cena,
Yeah,
like he did like when he went to the parking lot when he was leaving, and when this whole really that's dude was actually dude the writing on that was genius because both of
right,
these
right,
tied together because the night after Gunther beat Cena, you know, he's gloating and everything, and then he's leaving early. He's going to his
right.
car in the parking lot, and then who pops up? Like it's AJ Styles,
AJ
like
Styles, right,
right? And that's when the whole thing started. So they
right,
used the Cena loss to transition into the AJ. You see
right,
what I'm
right, right,
saying? Because AJ is there, like, oh man, you know, you're so disgusting. You know, I can't believe you, or whatever. And he's like, yeah, man,
right.
whatever. And then he gets in his car. He's like, hey, AJ, and he's like, you know, does the you can't see me? The you can't see me. And then he drives off, dude. That shit right there was epic. So
right.
I think both, but this was better. Like the AJ
Yeah,
Styles
this was.
because he
Yeah,
did the
this
whole
was.
because that killed me, dude. He did the whole stand.
Yeah, that killed me
That
too.
killed me, bro. I was dying laughing, bro.
And it had everybody hot too in the crowd, so
Yeah,
they
people are
was
pissed
heated.
off. Yeah, yeah, people are pissed off. So I'm loving it, bro. And then of course, like AJ Styles' ex partner Dragon Lee tries to come out of there and like I don't know what
He
he thought.
got choked out.
I
Yeah,
don't know
he
what he
got.
thought he was gonna do. Like I don't get it. like
I
so,
was like, why is this man even coming out here?
like
Because
why
I
are you
was
even
like,
here,
bro, you about
dude?
to
You should
get
just pick a
it.
tag team partner and move on.
Right.
Pick a new tag partner and move on. Second final thought of the night: Bella Twins returning. How do we feel about it? Well,
They should have.
Brie Bella returning to create the Bella Twins again. So how are we feeling about that?
It's all right, but they could have saved that for like they could have saved that because
I mean,
I mean, and everybody already
for the
knew.
Rumble though. The Rumble
Yeah,
is all about the Rumble pop.
yeah, and everybody knew it was already going to happen that they were going to go
I didn't know
after.
she was coming back. I didn't think she'd ever come back because of Daniel Bryan.
Right, and then everybody knew they was going to go after the tag team titles. So,
I didn't have no choice.
that's going.
I didn't think she was back. I thought she was gonna just do the Rumble and then like disappear. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
didn't
I
know
did.
she was gonna come back full time like that, which is
Now,
cool though.
whether this is going to be full time or this is just going to be maybe a Legends type of deal. I don't. You know what? I don't expect too much wrestling out of this. I expect very little amount of wrestling out of it.
Really? I mean, we don't know, dude. She could be training at home and stuff like that. I feel like she looks like she's getting good ring shape. Like I watched her in the Rumble.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, I think, and as much as I talk about, I talk trash about Daniel Bryan and AEW, whatever. Honestly, what I really think it was is that I don't think that he was like trying to stop her from coming back. I think
No,
well, they have. I don't know how many kids they have, but I know they have at least one, right? Or no?
yeah, they got one.
Yeah. So I think, um, and obviously people would hear me say this and they would say, "Oh, they're celebrities or they're rich and they
Hmm.
hire people," which I mean they can hire people. I'm sure they do, but at some
Right,
point you want to be a parent. You want to and not only not being a parent, but I mean I would assume. I mean I don't have kids, but I would have like obviously you'd want to spend time with your kids,
right,
or
right, right.
you want your kids to have that time with you. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like or whatever. So and then obviously I think I mean, I don't know their life, but I'm just making up scenarios. I would assume, to me, it would make sense that this whole time that Brie Bella has been. I mean, I wouldn't say like I don't want to make her like I don't want to make it sound like she's like some, just at home,
right, right, right.
But I'm saying I feel like obviously Daniel Bryan was on the road with AEW
Yeah,
uh, full time, and with that, that leaves Brie Bella behind
at home. Yeah,
taking care of home, doing those things like that. And I feel like now that Daniel Bryan has it seems like at least he's retired.
yeah, yeah,
He's retired. I mean, now has been doing the commentary on and off on AEW, but we don't see him on there every week. So it's assumed, he's the one taking that role now. Like, hey, I'm retired. I'm sitting at home now. There's more time. Like, and I feel
right,
like maybe that's what she was waiting for. And now that he's transitioned into that part of his career, that gives her a little bit of space to make this return in this one last run with Nikki Bella. So I feel like maybe that's what that was,
yeah. That's what
it
that was.
does come at a time when we just saw Daniel Bryan just a few months ago, start to transition into commentary.
Right, right,
So I feel like maybe that's what it is. Okay, you do commentary part time. I'm gonna make a final run. You know what I mean? So maybe that's what it was. I don't think it was
right.
ever. Even though I talk trash about, I joke about it and I say, "Oh, Daniel Bryan don't want her coming back." Like, you know what I mean? But I think that's really what it was.
Right.
So I mean, good for her, man. Good for her. We'll see uh what goes on with that. And then okay, so final take number 3 of the evening. We saw a return tonight of my boy El Grande, the real El Grande, Chad Gable back in the building.
I'm
Um,
enjoying this. So they either gonna have a match at Elimination Chamber, or they gonna set it up for WrestleMania between
I would
those
take
two,
I
and
would
then
take
whoever loses,
I would take that at WrestleMania early night one bathroom match for me.
that
I'm
match,
gonna, I'm gonna go to the merch stand.
yeah. But
I
whoever
like
loses,
it, but that's not a freaking WrestleMania match. But if they
yeah,
do,
But what they're gonna do? They're gonna do a stipulation. So whoever loses that match
Take
has
the mask off.
unmatch. Yeah, had to
Now you
unmatch.
know what? Now I stay in my seat for that.
Yeah.
I
So
stay
I
in my
think
seat
that's
for that.
what's gonna
I
happen.
stay in my seat for that. I would stay in my seat for that.
Yeah.
Well, um, oh, so I guess you know what? I guess you know what? I'm gonna save that one though. I'm gonna save that one because we had. I will say quickly. Ava took to her X account, which has now been deleted. That she had some comments to say about her political views against ICE, and some things like that. And we know that now. Well, we found out that she left WWE because of her political stance,
And I
and
said, and I want
because
to say something on
the
that too.
glasses off, man. What's going on?
No, I wouldn't. No, because I wanted to. No, because I
I've
wanted to say
never seen
something.
that. I was he's like to get serious. I've never seen him
No,
put.
yeah, right. Because no, I wanted to say something. No, I wanted to say something on that too.
Yeah,
Uh, it's no matter. My thing is she could have just shut up about that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no matter what her political views is or whatever, she should know that WWE is tight at the hip with him, with our president. She should know that. So
well, that's her beef. Now,
uh
that's why she wanted to leave, and she did. And I
and
mean,
then I think and then part of the reason too was the contract, because I think what it was, I think her contract, I think they couldn't either. I don't know if it was come to an agreement or something like that, but whatever it was, I think she just told them like, "Hey, you know, I wanted to do other things." So that's another part of the reason. So
yeah. I know we're gonna. So next, I think the Wednesday pod, if there's a Wednesday pod, because like I said, I'm here in Orlando this week, so we are planning. I would like to have a Wednesday pod, but if not, back on Friday for our usual guaranteed schedule pod. But definitely this week, there's going to be an opening full, at least 20-30 minute segment on Ava, because I know a couple of guys from the team want to speak on it. Jacob wants to speak on it.
Jacob,
And then, of course, I know Chris Savage. We're supposed to get him back at some point. He wants to. So I'm saving that for those guys. Saving that. And that
yeah,
was supposed to be final. I mean, this segment, final thoughts, is supposed to be quick, small takes. So we'll go to the next one, though. But that's a hot one. That's a hot one right now. But
right,
well, our last one, final one of the night, Oba Femi popping back up, well, not back up, but I guess after the Rumble, after a impressive showing at the Royal Rumble, showing back up and just taking apart the War Raiders. Now, obviously, you guys know I'm a huge Obafemi guy. Love
right.
him to death. Great. He looked great as usual. This a little small thing. So, and I know some of the fans are gonna be like, "Oh, he's finally on." Look, and I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this to attack Triple H or creative or anything, because everybody
Right,
knows I'm big on Papa H, right?
right,
But
right.
I gotta call a spade, because a lot of times you hear these fans crying all the time about, "Oh,
Mm,
this person's getting buried, or these guys ain't getting used right," right? But this tonight was kind of a small example of that, because yes, It was great to see Obafemi come out there on Raw,
right,
but
right.
I felt like it didn't have to be at the expense of the War Raiders, who are
Yeah,
a tag team that you should be pushing to make look stronger. And
yeah.
instead,
And I'm like,
the guys get picked apart by Obafemi. I mean, they got picked apart, dude.
yeah,
It was a 2-on-1. It was like a handicap match.
yeah. And I'm sitting
Yeah,
up here like watching this. I'm like, what are we doing right now? I mean, I'm not saying
yeah. It
that it
was
was
great for Obafemi. It was
it
great.
was great for him, right? It was
Like,
great for
I'm like, why
him.
is it happening to these
But
guys?
you're
You
yeah,
could
but
you
you're
could have got
thinking
like 2 NXT guys or something, like like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they go get those independent guys and nobody even knows
Independent
who they are.
guys, right,
And I
right,
mean,
right,
those
right.
guys are just happy to be on TV.
Right, right, right,
They
right.
don't even care. Like, I kick my ass and pay me a couple $1,000. All right.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Yeah, you know what I mean?
yeah, like they do.
but dude, you do this to like the War Raiders.
Raiders, yeah.
You know
And
what I
they
mean?
been tag team champions
I'm
before.
not gonna act like like they're like the Hardy Boys, nothing like that. But
Right,
I
right,
mean,
right.
they're definitely one of your more senior. I say senior tag teams. And obviously, right now, I'll be honest. When it comes to tag team wrestling, WWE's not doing that hot. I mean, I'm not saying like they're
They
just not
really not.
focusing that much on the tag team. Not like they have to have it, but it's like it would. I would like to see more established tag team divisions. You know what
Right,
I
right,
mean? So because of that, and because you don't really have you don't have a ton. You don't have a
right.
ton of tag teams available. And then the one one of your most senior ones, you just had them picked apart by Obafemi. Like it wasn't even close. Like they look like if I had never watched pro wrestling before, it was my first night watching wrestling, and I
Right.
turned it on, I'm gonna just think like, oh, okay, those must be like new guys.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way they got the tossed around. I'm
I
like,
didn't
oh,
like.
those guys must be
Yeah,
no.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't
You
like
know?
that at all. That was
Yeah, that wasn't. That's
not
the only thing,
good.
and that is like, so y'all can go ahead and clip that. You know what I mean? because like that is probably the only time the first time and the only time you will hear me slightly criticize Papa H. Slightly. That is it. Go ahead and take a screenshot, record what I said, put it, whatever, put it in a time capsule because it's gonna be. I don't normally do that. I'm always very
Right.
protective. Everybody knows that I'm very big fan of Triple H. I'm always protective of the writing, but I really couldn't justify that little thing that happened.
Yeah, I don't know who wrote that. Yeah.
Now, I don't know if they're getting ready to leave. That could be like, but if they're getting ready to leave, like whatever. But I mean, I guess obviously if they're getting ready to leave, they probably don't care anyways. Because
Right. Right.
I was gonna say if they're getting ready to leave, why would you do them like that? But I mean, hell,
Right.
honestly, to be honest, and that may sound shady or whatever, and I mean that's part of the business. Like if they're getting ready to leave, why not do them like that? Like to be honest, I
Right.
mean,
Right. Right.
I'm not gonna make you look strong so you can go over to AEW with
W.
a lot of momentum. You know what I mean? Like, why would I do that? Because obviously, I mean, which probably wouldn't work. If people, I mean, most times those guys are still going to show up. Those guys are still going to show up, and they're going to still, I mean, do their thing and be popular. But
Right.
I'm not going to do anything to assist in that.
Right. Right. Right.
You know what I mean? That's just what it is. I'm pretty sure if those guys debuted on AEW, nobody's gonna be like, oh, you know what, the War Raiders are AEW. Oh, but you know what? I remember they got beat up by Obafemi. Like nobody's gonna say that. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm not gonna push those guys either.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because why am I pushing somebody that's leaving the company? So they could be getting ready to leave. And look, there goes me spinning the block and protecting creative anyways.
Yeah.
So it could be that, to be fair.
Yeah.
To be fair, it could be that. I was just like, okay, that's crazy to me. That was an eyebrow raiser to me.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, man. Hey, that concludes the pod tonight, man. We're gonna hop off here. But
This is a good one.
brother. But it's crazy. So we're gonna see what happens next. We're gonna try to get back on here again on Wednesday, man, and we'll see what is going down. Don't forget, everybody, NXT tomorrow night.
Big one.
We are going to crown a new NXT World Champion. My money's on Keanu Carver to come out on top, and so we'll see.
Yep.
Who's your pick tomorrow? Who's your pick? I forgot who's all. I know it's a fatal 4-way.
I'm gonna go with. I'll probably go with Carver because you going. My thing is
I just
you
feel
gonna
like
need somebody new.
I'm looking at star power and momentum right now.
Yeah, and you're gonna need. I know you want somebody fresh and you want somebody new. Not saying Ricky Saint ain't fresh or new, but yeah, you just want to build somebody up and build somebody new.
He's already been world champion. He's honestly just still there because they don't have anything for him right now on the main roster, and then also just to be a locker room leader and to have that seniority in the locker room. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Anything else. So yeah, we'll see it tomorrow night, guys. In NXT. See you guys. If not Wednesday. Again, I am in Orlando right now and working, so I got a lot of stuff going on. I will try to get to you guys on Wednesday. If not, definitely get you guys 2 guaranteed pods this weekend for sure. The Friday night late one, because I'll be flying back into LA that night, so that'll be another late pod. Well, possibly late for us West Coasters, West Coasters, but also then obviously don't forget next weekend we will be having a special pod live after the Super Bowl. Hopefully, I will be in here in a good mood.
Right.
But yeah, we're doing that. But anyways, guys, yep. Thanks for listening in, everybody here on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe and keep showing us love like you have been. You guys have been so great. We grow by the day, by the week. So I'm so thankful for that. Not a huge turnover, but you know what? Hey, we're still here making it happen. Hey, you gotta, hey, look, you gotta crawl before you can walk.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So hey, I appreciate just one view, one comment, anything I get from you guys, it's always appreciated. So don't think just because you're one person, two people that it doesn't make a difference. It definitely does. So I appreciate you guys showing all that support. And also shout out to all my listeners out there and on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you may get your podcast from. Thank you so much as well. Same thing, like and subscribe and share. Don't forget to share. Let's network. Let's get it going. And until next time, we are here bouncing out from the Trell count. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay blessed. And let's stay productive, baby. And let's get it. We out of here.
All right. Peace.